Catherine Lawson here in Calgary, and I'm giving us our last entry for November to remember. And yeah, because it's Wednesday the 29th now, and congratulating everybody who's been in on this program for completing it, or at least coming close to completing it as of tomorrow, because we have December 1, can you believe, on Friday. And I'm coming to you today in my office actually as a bit of a sign off in terms of our fitness to get you really thinking about what's going to happen in December, because our November to Remember will be closed. And hopefully you can take some of these workouts into December with you and some of the things that you've learned for that month. And it's a challenging month for a lot of people. It's a busy month. And so a few tips that will help you keep on track with your fitness goals, with your health goals, for December, in spite of all of the food that you're going to be seeing and hopefully enjoying, and in addition to that, perhaps all of the social gatherings that may cross into your workout time. So a couple things to keep an eye on. I've got 5 tips here for us all to stay reasonably consistent throughout the holidays, and some things that we can do. So number 1 is I suggest you form some SMART goals. So specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and trackable. So SMART goals, just a mini set of them for the next 30 days from December 1 to January 1. So what might those be? And make sure they're realistic. Keep in mind that you've got a lot of food around you and you want to enjoy it, and you've also got a lot of socializing going on and you want to enjoy that too. So probably training for an Ironman, if it's a totally new event for you, may not be such a great idea, but definitely keeping an eye on where you are now and how you can maintain with your fitness would be a really good idea. And make sure it's really specific. Don't just write, I want to stay in shape. Okay, so a triangle is a shape, a circle and an octagon, those are shapes. Let's be really specific. So stay in my size 6 jeans, not feel the muffin top, be able to complete 20 squats and feel really good, be able to go up a flight of stairs and not feel out of breath. Maybe those are some things. Those are performance and aesthetic goals. So what might those be for you? So that's number 1. Number 2, and this is something that I've actually had to address myself, and because I've tended to be an all or nothing kind of person. So that oftentimes doesn't serve you, especially when you've got family and kids in the mix. And I was an only child, so I was able, I think, to have that all or nothing. It was just me that I had to answer to, but now I've got, all this family. So ditching the all or nothing strategy, that doesn't really work, especially this time of year. So if you're thinking, yeah, I've got a party at 5 and my workout's usually 4, crap, I'm not going to be able to do very much, so shoot, I won't do anything at all. So that's not such a great idea. So what I suggest you do is address it this way and say, well, some is better than nothing. So let's call it the some is better than nothing rule. So maybe you can't run your 10 to 12K today. Well, how about a 5K? Can you fit that in? Or maybe you can't do, you don't have time to get to the gym between work and the party, or picking up the kids after school. But you know what? Maybe you could do a home workout like what we've got in November to Remember. So a little bit of something is better than a lot of nothing. So that's number 2. Number 3, and this is a great time of year because the kids are going to be off school, and I know some of you moms are going, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to get my workout in. You are. There's a few strategies. So maybe on your cardio day, you go tobogganing with the kids, up and down the hill, up and down the hill, running up and down the hill. That's an awesome cardio. Going skating with the kids, taking them out on a bike ride if you're in a warmer climate. That's one way. One thing that I did was I actually got up at the crack of dawn before everybody woke up, and I did a circuit in my basement. So that's how I coped with holiday time when the kids were really young. And then I was fresh and ready to go when everybody got up. So those are a couple things you can do when the family's around, especially little kids, and you need to get your workout in. Number 4, make sure you schedule it. So what is it? Failing to plan is planning to fail. So make sure you schedule your workouts in just like a dental appointment, just like a doctor's appointment. Um, if it's in the schedule, it's going to happen. If it's not in the schedule, it's not going to happen. And you know, all of us know that if it's not there, the day is going to just go on and on and on. Next thing you know, it's going to get eaten up by phone calls or by groceries, or someone spilled milk all over the kitchen floor, and there goes your workout time. So schedule it in, make it a commitment, be consistent, and make it happen. So number 5 actually is be consistent. So say I'm going to work out definitely 3 times a week, stick to it. Yes, if you have to be a little more flexible, maybe it's going to be an hour later than you'd hoped with all the family around, or with a party, or maybe baking that you have to do, but stick to it, make it happen, okay? So be consistent. Last but hardly least, so 5 tips, that's it for me today, but last but hardly least, remembering that exercise is only 20 or 30% of the whole success package when it comes to fitness, health, body composition, and performance. Remember that that 70 to 80% is what you're putting in. So I'm not a big fan of deprivation. I don't believe in doing without. I believe in doing without a bucket full of Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't think that's serving anybody, but I do believe in feeding the body what it needs. It will do what it's supposed to do. So instead of thinking about taking food away, think about putting really good food in, and then you're going to be able to make good choices because you're going to be satisfied because you're well fed. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So that's how we can actually enjoy ourselves through the holidays, making sure you're really well fed, making sure your exercise is consistent, making those goals measurable and consistent as well. So I hope this helps you guys. I'm going to head off today. Have a very, very Merry Christmas, a very happy holiday season, and we're looking forward to seeing everyone again as we launch something new in January. Shh, it's a big secret. Talk to you soon. Bye.